how was it traveling to Monaco? Was there challenges for you doing that?
Yeah, so I came from Stockholm. I don't know if you know, but the UK is actually on quarantine list from those
Okay.
countries. Or
Yeah.
those countries are on a quarantine list for the UK. So both Sweden and Monaco and France, you have to come back in quarantine. So the first thing we had to do was make sure we had letters from British Athletics, which exempt us as elite athletes because it's our livelihood. We don't have to quarantine to come back when we come back. But yeah, it was getting the COVID test was the first thing that I was like, well, this like really is on it, because if you didn't have a COVID test on the Tuesday before and didn't pass it, you weren't going to race. And I was nervous. It was like school exam results. I was like, Christ, like I feel all right, but like you never know that you're going to test positive and you're not going to be able to race. But we arrived at the Nice airport. We put in minibuses and everyone was in rows on their own. You weren't allowed to sit next to anyone. You get taken to the hotel. You have to wear a mask all around the hotel. There's sanitizer stations all the way around. Everyone's in their own room. One of the best bits about going to meets is usually the food is like ridiculously nice spreads in a buffet where you can just help yourself. Whereas this was behind the screen and you just literally had to point and they'd serve it up for you. And it was just like a different experience. It was this, even with the cool rooms. I don't know if you guys saw that. The cool room, the last part of it was on the infield. So we were sat in these individual chairs in our little sections, and then we had to do strides down on the grass. And then the media were all on the infield as well. So they were literally making sure that we weren't going anywhere else apart from the warm-up area, the stadium, and the hotel, which was next to the warm-up area. So within about a 200-meter square like radius, we were only operating within that for the whole time we were there.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, it makes it sound like everyone's walking around in hazmat suits and you're like going to have to be so careful. But because everybody had negative tests to be there in the first place, it was a lot better because of that, because they knew that there was almost no one to jeopardize like the health of everyone if everyone is meant to be in a good place at that point.